All right, breaking news, everyone. In my last video, I talked about how I got a job offer and how I spent so much of my time preparing myself for a new opportunity, and I just found out that I don't have the job anymore. So I'm gonna basically get into the story, and yeah, I got the offer on April 21st, 2026. We both decided that I would start on May 11th because the lady who owns the studio, which was where I was going to be working at, she had to go to like a conference the week before May 11th. And then once she returned that next week, I would be starting my first day on the job. She would be onboarding me, training me, and then I would have to, work on a Sunday for one of the events that they had going. And it was all supposed to come together and be great and perfect, and I was going to be making money. The weekend leading up to my first day of work, I ended up getting an email where she basically says that she's going to have to push my date back to like May 26th or May 27th, which is like a Wednesday. And that's next week, by the way. Today is May 21st. So I got that message last week, and I was like, that's kind of annoying because I was really eager to start my job and to start making money. And obviously, like, I got myself hyped up for it, even though I knew there was signs there that this was going to be a little chaotic. As you can tell, I'm kind of pissed off. I'm a little pissed off because she wasted my time. And I said no to other offers, offers that weren't even really like that great, didn't pay that much. They paid way lower than her, but I still declined other offers because I thought this was it. And maybe this is just a lesson for me to one, not announce my success to people, or not announce big news to people on the internet until it's completely solidified. But here I am. I had previously told her before, or as she was giving me the offer in person unofficially, she asked me about my vacation days, and I told her, hey, I have a vacation booked for May 27th through the 31st. So that's one, and then I have another vacation in July that's for like 3 days or whatever. So she's like, okay, great. She's like, just send me those dates. So I send her the dates with my signed offer letter, and to then come back and be told that one, she cannot start me on May 11th because she's behind and she wouldn't be able to properly train me. And she would like to start my day on literally the exact day that I'm supposed to be going on my already paid for vacation. Is just so funny. I'm not sure if that's spiritual or whatever, but like, yeah. So I was just like, of course she would push the date to the of course she would push the date back to the day that I'm supposed to be going on vacation. And to be quite honest with you, I need a vacation. I need a break from the life of unemployment, the stress that comes with it, and the uncertainty. I just need to get away and be happy. And thankfully, I'm going on a trip where I did not have to pay for anything. It's being covered from my family, thank God, and I plan to take advantage of it and make the most out of this trip because I need it. So I told her, hey, these are my vacation days. I had sent you these dates. Just wanted to remind you, can we actually push the date to June 1st, and start on a Monday? Because I had also told her in the interview or whatever, Like, I wanted to start on a Monday, preferably. She was like, yeah, we can do that. At the time, she said, yeah, we could do that. But when I asked her about starting on June 1st, she was like, in the email, it's not ideal, like, because camps are going to start. And I'm not sure if I would be able to properly train you or whatever. That already gave me one of the signs when she pushed the date and told me that she would not be able to properly train me because she's operationally behind. That already gave me the signs that, like, if you're not if you're already behind now, you're going to be behind then, and you're still not going to have the time to really properly train me. So I could already tell where this was going. And when I had asked her if we could start June 1st, she was like, yeah, June 1st is not ideal. Let me get back with you on a new start date. That was last week. And she said, I'm going to let you know tomorrow. Well, tomorrow did not come. A whole week went by and nothing. I didn't get any word from her. And I just got the email today, a week later. Hey, you might want to look for another job, another job position. I don't want to waste your time, but I don't think like I'll be able to train you properly and onboard you properly until like the end of the summer. And I was just like, oh my goodness. The Where I want to get at is, how am I feeling? I am feeling very upset and mad. I've had so many tears that I've cried over just all of this, and I thought it was finally over, but it's not. And I've gone through things like this before. I've gone through so many job rejections amongst all the other people, and I thought this was finally like it for me because I got the job offer. And I know like people can revoke job offers too, and stuff like that, but it's just like so funny to me because this week has been this week has been one of the first weeks where I've consistently have stuck to a schedule and have done everything that I want to do in terms of like trying to build a business and work past certain fears. I still have not gone over the biggest hump of that, but like I'm at least doing something. I've been consistently taking my Excel class. I'm taking an Excel spreadsheet class, y'all. So random. And I've been working on other videos that I have coming out and just writing and stuff like that. And I think something that I realize, a trend that tends to happen as a Christian person, is that whenever you make a plan for something, usually it always ends up going the other way around. But in this case, it's way more extreme because it feels like every single plan that I put forth just doesn't go anywhere. And it's very frustrating. And I have like these thoughts like, bro, like, I thought, God was not like, God won't forsaken me, yet here it is. my finances are falling. They're falling and stuff like that. But then again, you could say God doesn't really care about my finances. He cares more about me than my finances. So while my finances may be falling and I'm dependent on it to live, he cares more about me, the person. And I just don't seem to understand why he would care so much about me. If he cared about me, he would make this thing work. That's kind of where I was at in thinking. Part of me wants to cry. Part of me feels very upset. But I like literally declined two offers. And I was almost about to tell these people, "Hey, can I get like a week to hear back like from this one offer?" Or no. What was it? I forgot. No, I was going to tell the lady for this job, "Hey, can I actually give you this offer or sign this offer and give it to you next week?" Cuz she actually like she gave me the offer and gave me like a couple of days to decide, and like a week to decide and give it to her by the end of the week. And I almost was about to ask her, "Hey, can I like actually get some time to wait from other jobs and whatever?" And all within that same week, I got the offer from her and from two fast food restaurants. And that week I got all of those offers, but I rejected two of them for her and her company. So this is just, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'm I'm so like, I don't even know what to say. Disappointed, and I'm tired of like applying to jobs because I'm at my wits end. Like I don't even know what to apply for anymore. There's nothing out there. Like I've already applied for it. One company that I sent an application for, I got I got a phone interview, an in-person interview, and then they had me take like a test. I forgot what type of test, but it's like a puzzle test, and it said not to use your phone or whatever. And so I, followed the instructions. No one was recording me, so I don't know why, but I just did what I was supposed to do, did and took the test, and I immediately got the call after that test and was told that the other applicant did significantly better on the test and that they wouldn't be moving forward with me, right? So I was like, dang. And here in my head, I'm thinking they probably used their phone on the test. And so I didn't get that. And then a month later, what do I see? The same job posting opened again for that company. So I apply again, but this time they flat out reject me. So I'm going to try, my next steps forward is I'm going to try and make my business work. I've never had a business before, never started a business before. Like, I mean, I've only gone so far and it's always in like my comfort zone, but I never take the step forward to. Well, my SD card got full, so that cut that off. Hopefully the file's not corrupted and it can be used because I'm not saying all this over again. Next steps, we're going to try and set this business up. I never set a business up. I've only like gone so far in the process and it's always in my comfort zone. I never invested in myself towards like making a website or whatever. And all that stuff scares me, but I don't really have much of a choice. And yes, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and maybe this is the path that I'm supposed to go down and whatnot. And it's not going to look pretty. It's not going to be perfect. And I just have to embrace the mess right now because, hey, anything that's done, even if it's a mess, it's still done. So I know there's scriptures out there that tell us, where is it? Let me get my Bible really quick. Okay, I want to share with you something that I wrote in my Bible, and it's based off of like Hebrews 13. So it says, Hebrews chapter 13, keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. Continue to remember those in prison as if you were together with them in prison, and those who are mistreated as if you yourselves were suffering. Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have. And I underlined, be content with what you have. Because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? Anyway, so like the prayer that I had put in here was, Dear God, how do I believe I am not forsaken by you when I feel or I see and I'm experiencing the state of falling and failure? I understand not settling or trusting my own human perspective and knowledge, but I have not much else to see past. Having hope gets disappointment and it hurts. I wholeheartedly believe you will return, Jesus, but I'm having a hard time believing I will rise and meet the expectations I thought you have for me. So I don't even know where I'm getting with this. I am going to choose not to worry about this. I'm going to choose not to be afraid because the Bible just says it. It says, don't be afraid. Pray about everything and everything. Don't be anxious. There's so many things I have to be anxious about, and I just can't do it anymore. Like, I hate this so much. Like, it's just like, when did we as people stop? Like, I understand everybody says like it's a business, but when did having a business mean that you can just basically treat people wrong? Like, I think that's such a stupid excuse to say like, oh, it's a business, it's a business, so we can just ignore people, we can throw people's applications in the trash, we can basically waste people's time and not answer back to them. We could put fake job postings because it's a business. That's what we're supposed to do. Like, when do we put businesses on such a high pedestal for them to just mistreat people? I know I'm rambling and I'm mad and I'm upset, but we're gonna just move forward and try to make this a thing. Hi, guys. My name is Alaina. I am a wannabe content creator, but also I am a filmmaker who enjoys video editing. I have professional experience making reels, shorts, YouTube videos, not only just for myself, but for other people. I have made short films. So if you need any services when it comes to video editing specifically, I would love to be your girl. I'm going to try and make this work, but you can reach out to my Gmail or my business email, which is asmpromedia@gmail.com. If you are looking for a long form video editor or a short form video editor. I do both. So if you need help with that, hit me up, so we can work together. And yeah, that's the services I offer. So boom.